Budget gaming device ba ang hanap ninyo? This is the all-new TECNO POVA 7. Powered by the MediaTek Helio G100, and ang kanyang price point is very, very friendly at around mga 6,000 pesos. Ano pa ba meron dito sa kanya? Malakihan ng battery at 7,000 mAh and supporting up to 45 watts of fast charging. Probably one of the only ones at 6K. And not bad ang kanyang camera at the 108MP which gets shoot a 2K video. And ang kanyang likod, matutuwa ka sa kanyang design. More details after this quick intro. Now, ito si TECNO POVA 7 na maigig sobrang 120 gigs of storage is priced at 6,999 with a early bird price of 5,999. And you're gonna higher variant na 8 plus 8 gigs of RAM and 256 GB of storage. Meron sa SRP na 7,999 and early bird rate 6,749. More details on the description box below kung saan siya pwede mabili or just simply click the product link na pinapakita ko sa inyo. Now, one of the things na gusto mo dito sa kanya is yung kanyang mecha design dito sa likod and very shiny ang kanyang pack. So, meaning, hello, mga fingerprints, pasok kayo dito. Yeah, honestly, pulas ako ng pulas dito sa likod niya. So, but nevertheless, kung lagyan mo naman ng case, ng mga transparent na case, okay naman siya. One of the things na gusto ko sa kanya is yung kanyang camera module. Looks quite good. Clean ang kanyang pagkagawa. And yung kanyang mecha design dito sa kanyang likod. It's probably one of my favorite in this spoon na ito. Matte finish ang kanyang gilid na plastic frames, which is for me okay. Plastic back. And glass finish ang kanyang harap. I'm not sure kung anong Corning Gorilla Glass level to, pero I'm sure na scratch resistant siya up to a certain level. By the way, IP64 siya, doesn't water resistant. So kung ginagamit mo to pang motor, definitely wala problema kung nawibisika nila ulat. Now, one thing na mapapansin mo sa kanyang screen is medyo makapal ata ng bezels and medyo chunky din ang kanyang baba. Well, it's a given at this price point. Now, alam naman natin this is being powered by the already used na MediaTek Helio G100. And nung sinanapot sa Antutu benchmark, surprise ka sa kanyang score. Near 500,000 points dito nakuha natin sa Antutu benchmark. And this is the breakdown score. 384 ka ng loop score and 99% stability sa one-line extreme. Ito ang score nakuha ko sa Geekbench CPU benchmarking. And this is the GPU benchmark. Pag tinignan mo naman kanyang thermals, not bad. And it throttled to 86% na kanyang best performance. Napag-usapan natin kanyang battery. Probably one of the only phones at this price point na sa 6,000 pesos which can give you a 7,000 mAh na battery. Which for me, it's pretty good. Solid siya if you're a gamer or you just simply want your battery to last longer than a normal phone. And meron siya 10 watts of reverse wired charging in case that you need this one to act as a power bank to charge your other devices or for emergency purpose, i-charge mo ng phone ng iyong friends or your friends. Perfect siya pang hili. Now, nung sinanong ko to sa PC Market Battery Stress Test, magugulat ka sa kanyang speed on time. It gave me a 20 hours and 30 minutes na speed on time, which is for me, goods to goods. And this is rated under 50% brightness and 60 Hz na screen refresh rate. Now, may tech vlogger na nagsasabi na pangit ang display na TECNO POVA 7. Now, himay natin dito sa display. Pag-usapan muna natin. Ang meron ng phone nito is a 6.78-inch na IPS LCD. You can view 1080p na videos dito and meron din siya 120 Hz screen refresh rate. And ang kanyang maximum brightness is 480 nits. Now, under the direct sunlight, I would say na honestly medyo kirap ka tumingin. Kasi 480 nits sige. Kay grade 2 alam nila yan. Pagdating naman sa viewing angle ko, medyo lumilim ka na punti, makakanood ka naman ng mga videos dito, wala kang maging problema. Pero under the direct sunlight, ako na nagsasabi sa inyo, dalagang kirap siya, di din na mababa ang kanyang screen brightness. Now, kamusta namang gamit ito dito pagdating sa social media? Using Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, wala kang maging problema dito. Okay naman, as long as you have a good internet connection, swiping on all of these platforms, kanyang shorts, kanyang reels, wala ka maging problema sa kanya dahil goods na goods ang display on this phone. Given at its price point, I would say it's probably one of the better ones, no, na merong 120 Hz screen refresh rate. If you're watching naman your favorite shows dito, like Korean novela, watching your favorite basketball games, wala ka rin naman magiging problema dito. Dahil you can watch 1080p all you want dito on this phone. Okay siya, pero not the best. Just don't compare it sa mga AMOLED display na di hamak na mas maganda. Pero at this price point, I ain't complaining. Now, another advantage dito sa phone na ito at this price point na meron siyang stereo speaker, isa sa ilalim and isa sa ibabaw, and Dolby Atmos na nga rin pala siya. Check natin yung quality. Well, honestly, ang kanyang sound is just okay. Hindi naman siya sobrang lakas and hindi naman siya sobrang hina, katamtaman lang. Na kung nabibitin ka, there's always the audio jack still here. You can use your favorite headphones to better enjoy your favorite songs or just play your favorite games. Napag-usapan naman natin ang gaming on this device. Kamusta naman siya? Can it hold up? Naglaro tayo ng 4 na titles dito. Delta Force, Call of Duty Mobile, Honor of Kings, and Farlight 84. Pagdating naman sa Delta Force, okay naman kayo ng graphics. I would say na not so bad ang game na ito. And one of the good things na gusto ko dito sa kanya is quite responsive ng kanyang touch. Pero one thing na hindi ko masyado nagustuhan dito is medyo nabibitin na sa kanyang sounds. So I just simply need to put on my favorite headphones dito. There are times na mafe-feel mo there's a slight lags on this one. So given na it's a G100, so don't expect too much. Pero given na it was able to give me a, well, relatively decent gaming experience sa Delta Force, I would say na not so bad na itong POVA 7. And pinakamainin na inabot niya after 30 minutes of gaming, it's just around 37 degrees Celsius. Call of Duty Mobile, wala akong naging problema dito. Kahit sinagad ko naman sa kaya naman nitong phone nito, it was able to give me a better gaming experience dito. Overall, the experience was good, though there's some lags along the way, so hindi naman talaga natin maiwasan. And what good thing naman dito sa kanya is very responsive ang kanyang screen. Mabibiting ka sa kanyang sounds, so you better put on your favorite headphones or just your favorite TWS to give you a better gaming experience. And hindi siya mainit after 1 hour of gaming at around 37 degrees Celsius. Pagdating sa Honor of Kings, kayang-kaya, wala akong naging problema dito sa kanya. And probably the only thing na feel ko is there's slight frame drops along the way habang naglalaro ako. Pero hindi naman siyang garapalan na frame drops, no? And honestly, the gameplay was okay. Not the best at this price point. And I would say that it's quite decent naman based sa akin experience. The gameplay was good, the touch response was good, and just don't expect too much sa kanyang sounds. And hindi naman siya sobrang init at 37 degrees Celsius after 30 minutes of gaming. Pagdating sa Farlight 84, okay. There are times na feel ko after 15 minutes of gameplay, medyo a little bit sluggish, na, lalo na kung nagsisniper scope ka. Parang feel mo medyo naiiwan kunti. And of course, pag nagsiswing ka na left and right at a certain point, may nafe-feel ako slight delays. Pero hindi naman siyang sobrang pangit. Probably you just need to lower down yung graphical settings na to give you a better experience. But overall, I was able to play 3 games dito sa kanya, and after an hour of gaming, 37 degrees Celsius. Now, pag-usapan naman natin ang kanyang camera. This one has a 108MP main camera sensor together with a 2MP na macro lens na I don't know kung may gumagamit pa nun, which can let you shoot up to a 2K and 30fps. Meron din siyang 8MP na front-facing camera which can also shoot you up to 2K and 30fps. Now, alam naman natin si POVA 7 is more of a gaming device. So, tingnan lang natin quickly some of the shots na nakuha natin kung gaano siya katino or pangit nga ba siya? Let's see. Starting off with some of the shot na nakuha ko dito, it's just a very simple shot ng mga bato. Pero one thing to like about this one is maganda preserve mga details na dito. And maganda rin kanyang pagka-background blur. Taking a look at this gumamela shot, surprisingly, all of the details sa kanyang petal is intact. Pati mga water droplets, it's looking great. Now, some of the phones at this price point, hirap mag-focus on a rosebud. Lalo medyo maliit. And this one, wala naging problema dito to my surprise. Now, taking a look at this shot, this is another shot na some camera at this price point, makikita mo no, na medyo hindi maganda yung pagka-orange. But this one, almost accurate. Yun ang nakikita ko yung actual. Not bad, oh. Pati mga details nakita na guys ang preserve. And this is another shot na sobrang hirap din kunan on some of the phones at this price point. Sobrang liit din nito guys, no? Pero ang ganda na kanya pagka-focus and blurring all the way to the background. It's just simply good. Not perfect, pero good siya. Now this is another flower shot na nakuha ko na gustuhan ko sa kanya. Maganda kanyang color, to be honest with you. And this is another one na medyo hirap kumuha yung ganang color accuracy no, on phones at the price point ng mga 6,000 pesos. And pansin ko dito sa kanyang green is hindi siya saturated.
Medyo may pagka-natural feel ang attack dito sa POVA 7. And taking a look at some of these rock shots to say, mukhang okay naman siya, no? Not really that bad. Now, we're trying to take tong photo na ito on some cameras, medyo hirap. Wala masyadong details sa cloud. Pero one thing to like naman dito skin is almost good ang kanang color dito sa figurine na ito. Sa iba kasi medyo mas mukhang rusty pa kaysa dito. Now, tinry ko rin naman kanyang zoom lens and this is a normal shot. This is yung kanyang 3x zoom shot. Now, one thing to like dito sa kanya is meron din siya AI Studio. Try lang natin ka na AI Studio. So, pwede naman tayo dito mag AI Eraser. Pindutin mo lang to AI Eraser. Yan, pwede ka mag-circle to select or mag-paint. Sabihin natin gusto kong tanggalin itong figure na ito. Yan, this one. Yan, so, select niya. Start to erase. Uy! Nawala. Guys, look. Galing, oh. Save. So, guys, nakita na nawala ng tuluyan. Here is a figure dito sa photo na ito. It's good, di ba? At this price point, may AI. For me, sold. Kapag dali naman sa indoor, you see some good shots naman if you're focusing on some of the subjects na nakuha ko dito. This is looking good, Itong plus na ito looks really good. And pati ito, no? Ang ganda na ng color, To my surprise na si POVA 7 was able to take some of these good shots. Not really that bad. Pati ito, looking at the sound these beans, not perfect, pero pag zoom mo, a little bit soft, pero not so bad na yung kanya attack. Pag tinignan naman to, this is a normal shot, and this is a 3x zoom shot, okay naman ang mga words na nakaprint dito, just for your reference. And pati pagkuha dito sa kanyang painting, looks pretty nice and solid. Kapag dati sa kanyang selfie camera, I would say na probably one of the better ones na nakita ko at this price point, at mga 6,000 pesos, you'll be able to get some nice na shots, probably not the perfect one, pero yung makikita mong details on your face is parang, I would say na parang kaya na ma-perform at mga nasa 10,000 pesos level na selfie camera. Sharp, not bad, Honestly, I was really surprised na ganito kaganda pa lang kanyang front-facing camera. Na kung pinasok mo naman sa indoor, well, you'll see some details pero medyo mas softer na siya compared sa outdoor shots, no? So, this is a little bit softer din, pati ito medyo soft din siya. If you're using the front-facing camera while walking, medyo hindi siya masyado shaky, Yung hindi naman totally na walang shake, pero not bad na siya at a 2K resolution. Pwede mo i-turn on yung anti-shake if you like, pero lower nga lang resolution. And again, yung rear camera is also okay, not so bad. And yung kanyang resolution is not so bad for a 2K. And you can also turn on yung kanyang anti-shake if you want. This is how you turn on yung kanyang anti-shake. Pero from 2K, bababa siya automatic sa 1080p and 30 FPS. Now guys, ano masasabi ko dito sa phone na ito? Given at its price point, kung ma-steal mo to at 5,999, it's definitely a good phone to purchase at this price point. Not bad ka na experience, it can give you some mid-graphical settings na game experience. Probably not the best one, mga AAA games, kung ka na umasa dito. One thing na gusto ko rin dito sa kanya is that it's expandable ang kanyang storage. Pwede ka mag-add 1 terabyte kung gusto mo. And another thing na meron at this price point is NFC. Normally, at mga nasa ganung price range, you won't see NFC capability on a smartphone. Overall, experience, not so bad. Ang kanya displays, well, relatively good. Just don't expect too much pag nasa labas ka ng araw kasi talagang medyo mababa ang kanyang max brightness. But I definitely won't say na pangit siya. Viewing angle is not bad and it can give you some good experience pagdating sa gaming. Ano guys, are you willing to purchase the TECNO POVA 7? And kung gusto malaman kung saan pwede mabili itong phone na ito habang naka-promo, links on the description box below or just simply click the product link. And if you like this video, don't forget to share it to your friends. And a quick sub sa aking channel is definitely awesome. I'll see you on my next video.
And so, ako para sa Richmond and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up? Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.